watching Metallicomania. And today I'll be starting a new YouTube series. Um, the new YouTube series is when I go to the record stores, I will see if they have any stuff that I do not know, and I will listen to it and give my opinions on what I heard. Well, today I picked up two records from the record store that I have never listened to before. They're both black metal, of course. Black metal is the most easiest to come by, where it's like there's a lot of underground stuff where you don't know who they are. I should have known this band, but Draugar, I don't know how to say them. I don't know how to say their name, but um, yeah, I picked up a album on a blind buy at a record store and didn't know what it was, and well, holy shit! That's all I can say about this one. The vocals sound really tortured. Really just over the top. I would compare it to more of like Zazler's vocals, where it sounds like where it sounds like like the person that's singing it's a demon voice almost. Um, it has an unsettling atmosphere, definitely. The production is really bad, but it's black metal, so the production's really bad, but I really like the production actually. The weird crackling sounds. It just gives it more of the unsettling atmosphere. I don't know if the person that um, made this album actually wanted that with the atmosphere, but this album just takes a whole new life of its own with that sound. Like you have to get past it first, but once you get past weird that weird sound, the weird crackling in your ears, and it gets really loud. It gets louder when the vocalist when the vocals kick in. Yeah, there's it's slow drony guitar parts into fast guitars. Like that's how I like black metal. I like black metal like slow fast. It goes all over the place, and this album is all over the place. It has many different. It sounds like old school black metal, new school. It sounds all like just blended into one. It's pretty good. I like this album a lot. Guitars are fast, but really they feel really slow, which to pull that off, like pulling that off in black metal is hard. Uh, and track. Let's talk about track two. Let's talk about track two. I come as a curse. It is over 12 minutes long, and it's probably my favorite one because, well, I really like the longer songs, and it's it just takes you on a whole journey. I wrote this down. The Infernal Existence Gray Horizon song has a guitar that kind of hums. Like that's another thing that I really like with black metal is when you get that effect of like another guitar in the background, and it makes like both guitars together makes the guitars almost hum. I really like that. Really do like that. And with that crackling in the background, that that just sets a whole new atmosphere to that already like going into infinity atmosphere that it had originally. It's like I said, it's like Zaz there, but it's an original album. Definitely, it has an original sound to it. Wage of Final Battle has that good atmosphere and brutality. That one, that song has the one guitar that's doing something else, and the other guitar that's like doing that like humming sound. Like they get, it's just awesome. This album is awesome. I do like it. I I can't stress enough. Trails of blood that lead to dark corners have these guitars are crushing on this song. Tenfold Tortured Old Soul is the most disturbing song, definitely. It's probably, in my opinion, the most disturbing song on this album. And this album is pretty disturbing. It's just the whole sound effect and the crackling in the background. And I wrote that it's fast and unrelenting. I'm reading off a script, so because I can't expect myself to remember an album it's an hour long. And that's another thing with this album. It's an hour, so it's like it's hard to get through, but it's not hard to get through if you really like it. Laughing and Bleeding. The I wrote down that they have a nice riff that I kind of would compare to like Horno or something at 3 minutes in the song. So Laughing and Bleeding. If you want to hear that riff, go to 3 minutes in the song. Through the Dark Until You Die. Slow doomy song. Really good. I really like this song for like the last one. I really do like the last song on this album, it being really slow and doomy, and giving that whole doom vibe to it, while still continuing to have that unsettling feeling towards the end of the album. Overall, I just picked up this album because I thought it was because I didn't know what it was and I wanted to know what it was. So I sometimes go to these record stores and will pick up something I don't know and try to understand it, and I still don't understand this album. I still don't understand what they were going for because it's all over the place. It's just a whole attitude of its own, probably outside of what the original artist wanted it to be. And albums like this, I love. I love these albums that do that. It might have not turned out how they wanted it to turn out, or maybe it did. You just can't tell. Like usually, you can tell if it turns out like they want it to. But this album just has a whole lot of like kind of mysterious aspects to it that, yeah, I'm just gonna end it there. So yeah, this is the start of a new series. It's called Buying Things I Don't Know, or finding records I don't know and listening to them and giving you my opinion. I haven't come up with the name of the series yet, but I will. It probably will be Blind Buys, The Tales of the Blind Buys, or something like that. So that's what I think of this album. It won't be a retrospective because I didn't know this album before, and really it's not as hugely wildly popular as some of the other ones I review. So I'll see you guys in the next video. 100 subs special coming up. I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably an album, probably a collection review. I'll see you guys in the next video.